The internet is basically your laptops, your mobile phones, or computers in general connected to a server via an optical fiber cable. The server is a specialized kind of computer that stores data belonging to a website, for example youtube.com or facebook.com. The server houses information or data such as different kinds of files, pictures, music, videos, and so on and so forth. So your computer sends a request to the server for those data or information that it contains, and in doing so it is seen as a client. So your laptops, your mobile phones, or your computers making a request to the server is known as a client, and then your server sends a response back to the client, and this response travels in form of light impulses and travels to your computers. Now, what happens when your phone actually goes to www.youtube.com? What happens is that your computer now sends a request to a server. This server is a YouTube server. When the server receives this request, it begins to send a response back to your phone. This response travels through these optical fiber cables, and these optical fiber cables can be buried underground in the sea, and they stretch over long distances just to reach where your phone is. Now, the response coming from the server, when it gets to your house, stops at your Wi-Fi router. Your router now sends the response to your mobile phone, and when the response reaches your mobile phone, then you're able to see the response on your mobile phone. But what if you're connected via a cellular data? What happens is that the response coming from the server instead goes to a cell tower closest to you. From this cell tower, the response gets to your phone, and this is how the internet actually works. So this is a server belonging to a particular website, in this case youtube.com, and then this server stores the information that you will ever request from youtube.com. And so when your phone sends a request to the server in turn sends back the response. Now, every device connected on the internet has an IP address. In the case of your mobile phone, this IP address is provided to you by your ISP, which is your internet service provider. Your internet service provider provides you with this IP address to identify your phone. And this is so that when the request is being sent to the server knows that this request is coming from this particular iPhone because it knows this particular IP address. And the server itself also has its own IP address because it's directly connected on the network. So this IP address identifies the server, and this IP address identifies the mobile phone. So when you send a request to the server, the response gets back to your phone and lands on your phone and not your friend's phone, because the server knows that the response should be coming to this IP address. And like I said, the IP address is provided by your ISP, your internet service provider. And this is basically how the internet works. So you can send a request and then you receive the response, be it on your phone or your laptop. So basically, you are said to be connected to internet when you connect to your Wi-Fi or your cellular data, because that means you will be able to send a request and you'll be able to receive a response. So that, my friends, is how the internet works, basically.